Hello, welcome to St. Louis University. In this video, I would like to tell you about the St. Louis University Writing Exam, or SLUWE. The SLUWE is a placement exam for students whose native language is not English. You will take the SLUWE before you register for classes. We use the SLUWE to measure your English language proficiency and academic skills. This helps us to place you in courses that are most suitable for your skills and needs, whether that is an Into SLUWE program or mainstream English composition courses. Your performance on the SLUWE may indicate that you need to take more English classes than you were initially offered. So it is important to take this exam seriously, so we have an accurate picture of your English proficiency. The SLUWE is one piece of the puzzle that helps us to put you in the right classes. The puzzle includes transcripts, course grades from other schools, standardized language exams such as the TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo. If you are an Into SLUWE student, you may need to take the Oxford Online Placement Test, or OOPT, and of course the SLUWE. If you are an Into SLUWE student, it is important to note that your initial placement may change based on your Oxford Online Placement Test and SLUWE scores. So be sure to be prepared to take the SLUWE. So what does the SLUWE look like? Let's take a look at the test. The SLUWE includes a set of instructions at the top, followed by a 300-word reading passage. At the bottom of the page, there is a question which you will use to write your own short essay. If the SLUWE is conducted over Zoom, this page will be shared to your screen for the duration of the test. To take the SLUWE, you'll need some lined paper and a pen or pencil for writing. During the exam, you may not use a dictionary, a translator, a smartphone, or a smartwatch. It's just you, the test prompt, and time for writing. So let's go back to the test and talk about strategy. First, read the title of the article. The title will tell you the main idea of the passage. Now you can utilize your current knowledge of the topic so you can better understand the meaning of the passage more completely. Be an active reader. This means taking notes while you read. On a separate piece of paper, you can take notes on the main ideas, important details, and key words and phrases. Taking notes while you read can help you to retain more information and to better understand the text. The passage usually presents two different opinions about the issue, so pay attention to signal words, which indicate when the point of view changes from one opinion to the next. At the bottom of the page, there's a question. The question asks you to express your own view of the issue discussed in the reading passage. So what is the best strategy for writing a response to the question? Let's take a look at some writing tips. It's best to write a multi-paragraph essay for your response. Generally, an essay of about 300 to 350 words is enough. Clearly state your view at the end of the introduction paragraph. In the body of the essay, support your view with information and examples from the reading passage, general knowledge, and your own experiences. In the conclusion, make a comment about the importance of this issue. In order to write a good essay, you need to read the passage carefully. So let's review some reading tips. We suggest that you read the passage actively. That means reading with your pencil. Take notes while you're reading. Pay special attention to the names of people and places, as well as other keywords. Remember that the passage presents two different opinions. Make sure that you can clearly identify these two points of view and their supporting reasons. Of course, in your writing, grammar is important. So let's talk about some grammar tips to keep in mind for your writing. When it comes to grammar, it's always important to make your meaning clear. Having a clear message is much more important than having a complex structure. Remember, grammar structures have meaning. So choose verb tenses and sentence connectors with a specific purpose in mind. It's okay to make grammar errors, but be aware of the grammar errors you make most frequently. Save time at the end of the exam to fix these errors. So, to sum up, let's talk about some basic do's and don'ts for taking the SLUWE. First, you should write something. Even if you don't understand everything in the passage, write anything that you can. If you leave the test blank, it shows that you cannot write in English. Second, write in your own English. Even if you have some grammar or vocabulary problems, you won't get credit for any sentences or phrases that you simply copy from the reading passage. Third, aim at understanding the general topic of the essay. If you cannot understand everything in the passage, don't spend too much time trying to understand all of the details. Finally, have a time management plan. The SLUWE is a 50-minute exam, so a good strategy would be to take about 5 to 10 minutes to carefully read the passage and take notes, 20 to 30 minutes to plan and write your essay, and about 5 to 10 minutes to check your writing at the end. If you spend too much time reading, you won't have enough time to write. If you spend too much time writing, you won't have enough time to check your work. After answering the questions below, be sure to download the SLUWE samples on the next page to help you prepare for the test. The first SLUWE sample includes only the test prompt. Try using this practice to practice writing a SLUWE of your own. The second SLUWE sample includes the test prompt and an example of a student's writing. When you look at the student's sample writing, you might notice some mistakes. It's not a perfect essay, and that's okay, because we don't expect you to write a perfect essay. There are lots of things that the student does very well in the student sample essay, and it can help you to understand what a good essay should look like. However, don't try to memorize the passage. Your SLUWE reading passage will be different, so of course, your essay should be different too. So use the sample SLUWE to practice the test on your own. Give yourself a 50-minute time limit and try to get some feedback from someone who knows English very well, like a friend or family member or a teacher from home. There are 10 questions below about the SLUWE. Please use this video to answer the questions. Remember, you must complete the SLUWE before registering for your classes, so be sure to complete this as soon as possible. After you successfully answer all the questions below, you'll be able to download the sample SLUWEs. Then, you'll be directed to a page to choose a date and time to take the SLUWE over Zoom. If you have not done so already, please be sure to download the Zoom app to your computer before taking the SLUWE. We look forward to seeing you here in St. Louis in the upcoming semester. If you have any questions about the SLUWE or need help scheduling yourself to take the SLUWE, please feel free to email me at any time. Goodbye.